Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. We are traveling up the Skeleton Coast to the Kunene Mouth. In part 1 we saw shipwrecks, abandoned oil rigs and even encountered a desert elephant. Now we are heading north in the Kunene River. The contrast between the river beds with water in it and a dry desert is very beautiful. We drove in and out the Kunene River and did a lot of sand driving as well. We stopped at an old amethyst mine and we were wandering around the old buildings that was erected there years ago. There is still a lot of these precious stones lying around, and we even saw agate that can be used for jewelry. Then, believe it or not, in the middle of nowhere there's a fountain full of fresh water. One just can't believe your eyes when you see this fountain of clear fresh water in the middle of the desert. Animals frequently visit the fountain for drinking water, and we saw a jackal that was on the hunt. Along the way we saw these Bushman circles. This is a clear indication that Bushmans were living here years ago. We hit the tracks again, and it wasn't long before we was greeted by this beautiful view at the escarpment. We stopped for a bit of a leg stretch and took some time to just enjoy the beautiful view. Then the convoy was off and we were heading towards the sea. Then we were back at the beach and we were doing some sand driving. We passed Ticker Box Echo Alpha. It sends out signals to the ships and prevent them hopefully from running into trouble in the Skeleton Coast. We stopped at the remnants of the shelter of the Dunedin Star. The Dunedin Star ran ashore in the early 1940s here at the Skeleton Coast. It took 2 months to rescue the people and was the longest rescue operation in the history of Namibia. Go read the story. It is a fascinating story. Sydney Palmer was the youngest survivor of this ordeal. We made camp on the beach, and Anton and Lucky from Yakkel's Adventure Tours made sure that we had a scrumptious dinner to eat. Everybody relaxed next to the campfire, and then we could enjoy a beautiful sunset in Namibia. Next morning we had a couple of drops of rain in the Namib. It was time to deflate the tires, and then we did some beach driving. We even saw a couple of seals on our way. And then the Kunene Mouth. It was almost a sacred moment when we arrived there. I couldn't believe that we actually managed to get to the Kunene Mouth, a moment that we've been looking forward for many years. This was a real bucket list moment, and we just stood there savoring the moment. Fortunately, we could spend quite a bit of time here at the Kunene Mouth, and we just realized how blessed we are to be able to do and experience this. Then we drove past Ticker Box Charlie Alpha on our way to the campsite. The concession holders have a permanent structure here, and we pitched our tents around this structure. That night we had a lot to discuss and reflect on around the campfire. The next day we headed out on the dunes for serious dune driving. There was a whole day of going up steep dunes and going down steep slip faces on the other side. Patiently, Jakkals guided each and every one of us through our paces. There was quite a bit of stay in the spoor, remember to put it in high range, go, 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 stop when you get stuck, and remember to deflate your tires, and eventually all of us mastered the dunes. Again, the views from the top of the dunes was absolutely beautiful, and the remoteness of this part of the country made a huge impression on me. After doing a lot of driving, we stopped for lunch in the dunes. And then we headed out for more. We just couldn't get enough of this dune driving. Couple of times we met up with the Kunene River again. We were privileged to see views of the Kunene that few other people would be able to see. For the last time we pitched camp in the dunes. What a wonderful and memorable day. Yet again, we were spoiled by beautiful sunset. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for the third and last part of our journey. Happy camping!